What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up my coverage of Ember. It's by Infusion Interactive and 505 Games. It releases today, September 9th, 2016. You guys can grab it and play it and enjoy as of today. That being said, folks, what is it? Well, it's an RPG. We're just going to leave it at that. You guys will get to see exactly what kind of RPG. It has tactical pause. That's about all I'm going to tell you guys. We're going to hop in, we're going to play, and we're going to enjoy from there. I'm not going to talk it up a million billion hours at the beginning like I do on occasion. We're not going to be called Lightbringer, though that would be an apt name. We're not going to be that. We're going to be Captain Mergle. That is who we're going to be. And let's see, we could focus on the story with easy combat. We could have a moderately challenging combat, suggested for most players, or challenging combat for RPG veterans. Well, I am an RPG veteran, to be sure, but I don't necessarily mean that I'm not always the great... We're going to go with normal. Alright, let's begin.
Domus, a world of peace, where all races lived in harmony, until one fateful night, when the sky lit up, and embers rained from the heavens. Millions beyond count fell to the ground, their fiery tails and gleaming crystal slamming into the earth for what felt like eons. The people of Domus hid, fearing this terrible omen, but one race, whose curiosity knew no bounds, ventured forth. The Lightbringers felt the magic contained in these stones. The more they studied, the greater these fallen embers seemed. They were more than just beautiful. They were alive. And so a special bond was formed between the Lightbringers and their magical companions, the Embers. A bond so true, no other race could replicate it. Jealousy grew, and it led to war. The dwarves mined for Ember, digging deep into the earth where they had landed and hoarding all they could find. They sold them to eager elves and men who drained them of their life force, using their magical power for selfish gain, and wearing the spent stones as jewelry and trinkets. Many forgot the Embers were even alive and sought their beauty and the energy within. But not all. The monks of Radiance remembered the old ways, remembered the Lightbringer teachings, and sought to save the Embers from their terrible fate. For the Embers had become part of Domus, in more ways than one, and their dwindling numbers and looming extinction might herald doom for all. But the monks could not do this alone. To save the Embers, they would need those who knew their secrets. They would need to awaken the greatest Lightbringer Domus had ever known.
Alright, well there's the story so far, ladies and gentlemen.
The ritual should have worked!
Ooh, that looked painful and unsatisfying. Ooh, looks like the ritual did work.
Come speak with me.
Okay.
Please, help me.
Please, help me. Alright, so we're gonna
I must leave at once.
We'll kind of go through the stuff just in case there's anything I missed, but I mean, I'm just gonna kind of glance through it. If you guys want to actually pause and read, go for it. But basically moving around is what this is all about. So you can either click to move around, you can also drag a line from your party members, and they will move there. Spacebar is your tactical pause button. You can also press tab to bring up all the lootable stuff in your general area. You can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. You can move the camera with W, A, S, and D. And, well, we'll leave it at that. Alright, so let's go talk to Corrin.
Oh! The ritual worked! I should not be surprised. I'm going to multiply my devotions to the goddess as soon as we get back. Now then, we need to find our way out of the burrow as quickly as possible. There are many horrors here.
Okay. Who are you? What happened? How am I alive? Or there is something unholy about this place. We must depart quickly. Alright, who are you? And he's not going to speak. Corrin, I'm an apprentice monk. We needed to resurrect you. I'm loath to speak more right now. I don't know who or what might overhear us. I have more questions. What happened? How am I alive? You don't know? You're a Lightbringer. I was sent to... Well, I came to resurrect you. But may we delay our conversation until we escape this place? Understood. Let's find our way out. Alright, you'd best be armed. May I give you a sword, a bow, or a magical wand? Well, let's see. Where am I at in our general RPG trope type thing? I believe in Zombicide. We're playing as a summoner, so that's a caster. You know what? We haven't done a ranged character in a while. I think we're going to go with a bow this time. We'll give it a shot. Here then, let's both pray you remember how to use it. Thank you. Where are we headed? To the monks in Radiance. The head monk is Sirma. He'll explain everything. I locked this crypt behind me with this key to discourage thieves. Would you please unlock the door? Let's leave immediately.
I hope some of the thieves left. Or thinned their own ranks for us.
Fair enough. Alright, so we know how to get around. We can loot skeletons. Those of you who are grabbing this up and playing it for the first time, the loot all button is T. So T for take all. So you can press that and immediately loot anything and everything off of corpses, off of, well, pretty much anything you find. If you do not like seeing the loot stuff pop up when you get nearby, you can, of course, remove that as a feature by pressing the tab button. But I personally like it, so we're going to leave it. Alright, one whole gold coin there. That's pretty impressive, I know. I'm definitely feeling rich. I can maybe buy part of a chewing gum piece, maybe? No? I don't know. Apparently we can't murder rats. They are not a threat to us right now, which is interesting. Alright, I'm going to go over there soon, but not quite yet. I'm going to walk over here. Looks like there's some golden nuggets on the ground. We'll pick those up, and a ruby, and a skeleton to loot. It has a strange key, and gold coins, of course. We're going to grab up all of those wonderful fun things. We're going to move on over here. Now, if you don't like the fact that the camera moves back and centers on you as you move, you can disable that so it stays wherever you put the camera. Now, I may do that down the road. I don't know yet. But for now, I'm fine with it just following around. So, there's rolls, red apples, lesser health potion, a bear pelt, and there's a journal over there, a skeleton, with some gold coins on it, and a guide to scavenging. Essentially, items near you will glow and sparkle. Mouse over an item to see its name. Click to pick it up. You can also have the items always visible. It's the tab button. You can also drag items in your inventory or move them into the world. Take note that the question mark button on the quick bar at the bottom of the screen toggles query mode, which essentially is hitting Q. It does the same thing. As you see, we can hover over things that are lit up, and it shows a little pop-up window. Corrin's journal, the stone door, a guide to scavenging. You can do the same thing with different characters and stuff as well. Alright, and here is Corrin's diary, or journal as it were. I leave this travel journal for my sister Cora in case I die in this cursed place. Day 1. I departed Radiance at night before my brothers rose for morning prayers. I fear the forest when it is dark, but that was the only way I could leave unnoticed. My journey through the northern forest has been surprisingly uneventful, nary a soul in sight. While this strange noises make me jump at every shadow, I have yet to see anything more dangerous than a rabbit eyeing me suspiciously. Apparently nothing happened on day 3, however, on day 4, finally the deep barrows or barrows entrance is in sight. I dare not go in yet. I must bolster my resolve with a good night's sleep and a large amount of wine. On day 5, the crypts have been overrun with thieves and giant spiders. However, I have managed to slip by mostly unnoticed as they are busy battling each other. My combat training as a monk has served me well the few times I have had to defend myself. I am now in the Lightbringer's crypt. His sarcophagus is thick with centuries of accumulated dust and cobwebs. It is now time to enact the ritual. And there you have it. What is that? We can take that. Oh, I didn't know we could actually take the journal. Cool. Okay, let's open the door. With the crypt key.
Please let them be gone. Please let them be gone.
Alright. There's a skeleton over here. Gold coins, we'll take it.
I know they're down here.
Who are you talking about?
I thought we were hired to loot this place. Just shut up. Do what I tell you.
Interesting. Alright, so you can also hover over enemies that you maybe are not like noticed by yet. So we're not in combat yet. There's obviously a door between us. But you can hover over. He's a level 1 marksman. This guy is a level 1 warrior. And this guy is a level 1 marksman as well. 81 health, 81 health, and 81 health. So there you have it. There's a chest here that we're going to apparently unlock with a strange key. We're going to get some amber and some gold coins. We shall take those. And here's a guide to combat. Combat in Ember is in real time with the ability to pause using the quick bar button at the bottom. That's fine. Just hit spacebar, folks. While the game is paused, you can select combat targets or set new positions for party members. Actions will be carried out after you unpause. To assign a party member's combat target, simply draw a line from them to their or from their portrait to the enemy. A small icon will appear above the enemy's name to indicate that the party member is now targeting the enemy. They will continue attacking that target until you give them another order or the target dies.
Perhaps we should turn back.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is use my tactical pause ability, and I'm going to shoot you, and then I'm going to run up on you as well. Here it comes. The first of the battle starts now. I'm going to send him over after the other archer guy while we shoot that guy in the back, because we're amazing, as Captain Mergle ourselves, and we move from combat to combat, and we're victorious. Simple and easy. Alright, we can now loot our fallen foes here, so we're going to loot the thief and Gerald. Alright, we get a short bow, ragged hide armor, some lesser healing potions, and some coins. Crude copper dagger, a wooden buckler, and coins. And, well, same thing, except no buckler this time, and another health potion. Alright, we didn't take a whole tremendously huge amount of damage. We're going to open up our inventory by pressing I, and then we're going to also press C to open up the character, I don't know, equipment menu, I guess. And we have cloth armor of 13, or ancient rags. The ceremonial robe has been reduced to a heap of dusty rags. It provides little protection. Over here there's armor, and we can get ragged hide armor, which is actually a little bit better. So we get +4 armor for wearing that, and we shall wear it. And the crude buckler we don't need because we're using a bow, which is a two-handed weapon. However, we can put it on our boy over here, Corrin, so he gets that. He's wearing ragged hide armor already, so he's already set. And I think that's it. Short bow, I assume that's what we have. We do. Okay, we're good to go. Let's continue onward. We have looted all that stuff. What is down over here, I wonder? There's another thief, and it looks like we're about to do battle with the secondary thief. And there's wolves on the thief's side this time. Ooh, we just got shot. But we're completely destroying the enemy. There's not much to do there. A lot of the combat is pretty much, you know, self-explanatory and kind of auto. You don't really have to do a whole lot. They automatically switch targets, which is kind of nice. Oftentimes games like this would not do that. So I am a fan of that. We get a couple of wolf pelts, and we will rob this thief as well. Short bow and other various random things. And we're going to get closer here. There's a crypt with some gold coins. A skeleton with a gray knife. It's a junk, okay. It's a junk knife, as it were. There's a rat. There's some dead dudes over here. I don't know that we can necessarily go over to this side. Oh, yeah, we can. We can go right over this. Alright. That's cool, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. Some more gold coins. Nothing really happening too much here. Nothing along those sides. Corrin's a little bit hurt right now, but he's not like in dire straits type hurt. Alright, here's Geron. Crude dagger, 3 gold coins, and here's his journal. Geron's journal. I can't stop the bleeding. I had no idea there would be thieves down here. My job was just to come here and scout the area for altars. Rail from Radiance told me to return if I found any. However, I didn't think I'd be going anywhere. Or I don't think I'll be going anywhere. Alright, well that didn't go well for him. And there's a crude copper cleaver on the ground. Which I have to say, does sound pretty exciting. What is that? Ooh, it's a one-handed axe. Let's bring out Corrin here. And it's sword versus an axe. It's 24 average damage, 18 to 30. 24 average damage, okay. You know what? we're gonna switch it. Why? Because I think axes are so much cooler than swords. I know not everybody would agree with me, but I'm a pretty big fan of axes. I'm just saying. It's kind of my jam. That's why I generally like playing a warrior of sorts. Sometimes I like playing a healer too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't skip playing a healer from now or every now and then. I do occasionally play tanky characters, but usually I'm more of a high damage two-handed weapon user. That's kind of my thing. Alright, this looks like this is actually a pretty big increase. Alright, looks like our average damage is 24.2. Here it's 35.8. We're going to swap that on over. So the crude wooden bow is better than the short
was a
bow.
shrine before the barrow was sealed.
Okay, there's some deer hide, red apple and emerald, some red wine. What's a djembe? Or a djembe? Oh, it's a drum. Let's play the drums, mon. Alright, and the altar of the blue. I can't use that. Why not? Why can't I use the altar of the blue, huh? Are we anti-smurf or something? Is that what you're saying? You know, I don't hate the movement, but I almost feel like it might be worth it to disable that option. I'll show you the options here, guys and gals. Free camera, it will never recenter. We can disable auto saves, we can auto open. This might be okay too. And the radar on the bottom right, that's totally fine. That doesn't bother me at all. So now, if I move the camera here, well, it still kind of tracks. That's weird. But it doesn't recenter the camera. So that seems like a worse thing, actually. I don't like that. I don't know. I'll play around with it. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Yeah, I actually don't like that. Alright, we're going to change the options back. It's fine, folks. It's fine. Okay, so it'll recenter the camera. That's better than it still tracking while you're moving without actually staying with the it's a little bit weird. Alright, a guide to getting dressed. Alright, we already know how to change equipment. It's all fine. There's no way to get through this door. Is that correct? It's locked. Is there a way to pick the lock? It does not look like it. Oh, we have quick slot items at the bottom. Why don't we throw some potions down there? Sounds like a legit thing. There we go. We got some rolls. Okay, some cheese. Let's get Corrin over here. Let's go ahead and use this. Eat some food. That did not do much. What about the apples? Also not much. Alright, it's fine though. He's not really that hurt. Alright, let's head on up to the next place and see where this takes us. Alright, and here we are. There's a crypt right next to us with an opal inside. There's a crypt over here with a skeleton.
My training is paying off.
Well, that was easy. Ooh, there's a crude greatsword. That's interesting. Like, now, if I was playing the warrior right now, I would totally be equipping that. I'd be like, nope. Now, normally, or ordinarily, I would have a shield. You know, I would have taken the shield for myself. Taken? I would have had the shield, claimed, whatever word you want to use. The shield would have been mine, but now that there's a two-handed weapon, I would have totally swapped over to that. Alright, there's a crypt over here. An embalming tool. Lovely. Alright, let's talk to Stefan. Who's there? Have you come to watch me die? I don't think you'll be waiting long. What are you doing down here? I work for Johann, down here to do some grave robbing, or, well, so we thought. Always on the lookout for those shiny embers or ancient armor, but we got more than we bargained for, I think. How are you injured? Damned crazy giant spiders, that's how. Been driven mad by something down here. We come down here and start opening crypts, and the next thing you know, these eight-legged freaks are everywhere. No man should die like this. God, help me. Alright, I have no time for the... Alright, why are you even down here? This is just, it's a loop. Okay. I have no time for this. Do you wish me to end your suffering? No, not for me. No. Poison's just about done its work. But my dog, Riven, he fought so bravely for me. Killed the last spider, but well, it poisoned him. It's driving him insane. Could you put him out of his misery? He deserves better than just becoming another monster. Well, if that's your wish. I don't like the idea of killing a dog, but he's gonna become a monster. Oh, thank you. I think I can let go now. May Arcana judge me well, brother. Alright, Stefan. Oh, and the dog is angry. Goodbye, Riven. If that is your real name. Man, we're having a hard time killing that guy. Alright, we got a quest complete and a quest objective upgraded, I guess. We will loot your dead body, because that's what we do. There's a raw steak on the ground, and Riven's pelt as well. Let's check our journal here. Escape from the deep burrows. Speak to Rail and at Radiance. Completed. A man and his dog defeat Riven, and we've done that. Okay, so simple enough, easy. Ooh, there's autosaves and stuff going on right there. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. Let's continue down this way. Oh, and there's some thieves. There's nothing but death down here. Oh, he's talking. Okay.
I can't believe he's gone.
Father will have our heads when he finds out we let him fight.
Come here.
I don't think you have to worry about Fada having your heads, because we gonna have your heads first. Alright. Well, so far, so good.
Made it out of that one alive.
Alright, short bow, ragged hide armor, blah blah blah, we'll take it. We'll take more of the same. There's a crude wooden great shield here. That's got some potential there. Let's go check out the crypt. Can we get this crypt too? Yep. Getting crypts everywhere. Ooh, there's an amber and some other random stuff here. We're gonna pick up all of this. Okay, let's go back into our inventory. And let's take a look at the crude wooden great shield. It is actually better than his little buckler. Alright, on top of that, all the other stuff is exactly the same, exactly identical. The short bow and the crude wooden bow are the same. Is anything else better? Obviously, the crude copper greatsword is, but everything else is not. So, we're good to go. Alright, was there anything over here that we needed to do? There's a skeleton that we can get 12 more coins off of, and I don't believe we can make it to the... Oh, we can. Hold on, hold on. 3 gold coins there. Looks like there's some random stuff over here that we'll be able to deal with. Let's go take a peek. There's some sort of weird goblin guy? Oligar.
Orkin, take my book. He was never Oligar's friend. Oligar should have never left library.
I agree with you, buddy. You should never have left library. I will pick up your gold coin and a bunch of other random stuff because that's how I roll. Oh my god, you have so much stuff. I'm going to loot all of it because I'm a bad person, and even though I'm probably the hero or the protagonist of this whole story,
he was never Oligar's friend.
I'm still going to be that hero that steals everything. Alright, let's talk to Oligar.
Leave me alone, stupid human.
Why are you so angry? Watch your slimy tongue, you vile creature. Why are you so angry?
Oligar doesn't want to talk to you.
Well, then I'll leave you be. Leave, human.
He smells like rotten.
Oh, we can cook stuff. Add to the crafting station. Let's craft. You made flavorless cooked steak. Sweet. What else can I do? Raw fish? Why not? I learned to make flavorless raw fish. Cool. Or fish steaks, I guess. Oh, we had food seasoning the whole time. We could have made it with seasoning.
Fish.
Whatever. Well, we did some work there. That's cool. I like it.
Big mistake.
Uh-oh, the spa is coming. And there's wolves and other horrible things over there. Come on. Get after that spider, get after that spider.
I'm just getting started.
Okay, it looks like now they are all focused on me. We'll let the dog go down to Corrin. And the thief we have handled. Alright, Corrin probably either needs to eat some food or he needs to use a healing potion. Both of those are definitely options. I'm not ready to give in to either one of those yet. I think he's still got plenty of health. And you watch, I'm going to be a little bit too greedy and it's going to cost me. I can almost guarantee it. Nothing going on. Oh, there's a crypt over here. A gold ring. Cool. What does the gold ring do for us, I wonder? it was an accessory, but I don't believe it actually was. I don't see the gold ring. Shouldn't it be like here? Gold, no, oh, there it is, gold ring, okay. Alright, there's a stone door that's still locked. That's okay. We're still getting some stuff handled. Alright, it looks like we've pretty much done just about all we can do over here. I don't think we can get into that area. Nope. And looking at our little mini map down here, our little radar, if you will, it looks like we've done about as much as we can on this side. So now we must backtrack in hopes that we can figure out more things to do on this side of life. Alright, there's a chest here, weapons chest, and a special, or a guide to special abilities. Special abilities are granted to party members by equipping gear found in the world. Loot the chest next to the pedestal to find a weapon that grants a special ability called Double Strike. Equipping the weapon, then using the skill makes you attack twice in a row. Special abilities appear as buttons underneath a party member's health and energy bars in the interface at the top of the screen. Use an ability on your current target by clicking its button. Or you can drag a line from the button to a new target using special ability cost energy, which can only be replenished with potions or by resting. You can pause and queue up your abilities. Yeah. Alright. Looks like we have the Mace of Speed and some lesser energy potions. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be swapping away from the old hatchet, and we'll be pulling out the Mace of Speed. Which, there it is. Alright, that is massively better than everything we have. Okay, so we're going to go and drag that on there. Now he has that. Is there a hot bar button key thing that we can press? No? So we would literally have to click it, huh? That's understandable, I suppose. Because you don't really select each individual character that you play as. It's all kind of part of the group, and you control your main character. Everybody else kind of follows around. So, I mean, it makes sense. I can live with it. I can dig it. Alright, let's continue on here.
Boy, I ain't getting involved in that.
Oh, they apparently saw me. Get him, Corrin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get that evasion going on. Captain Mergle don't care. He's like, bring it on. That looks messy over there. There's a crude wooden bow. A skeleton, a lesser energy potion. There's a box. We're gonna open the stone door, and we are gonna attack with both of our guys.
This isn't so hard.
Corrin's not really digging life right now. Let's go see if we can't give him some extra food. Let's see if we can't give him a little bit of food here, and then he'll be all like, I feel so much better. Let's see here. Half of the user's health. Well, that was pretty good. The top half. That's fine. Alright, giant spider, some spider silk, more spider silk, more random easy items that we already have a million of. We'll add more to the mix. And I'm not sure where I want to go. There's obviously some enemies to our left if we look at the map at the bottom, and our overall goal is to head to the northeast, but let's go fight these guys. I think it's fine.
To guard this loot.
Agreed, mate.
Some men are made for fight. Some men are made for guarding.
You're dead.
Oh, the spiders are coming down.
You're all gonna die.
At just the right time. Alright, Corrin, why don't you come over there, buddy? Double strike it up a little bit. There you go.
I didn't know I could do that.
And we murdered everybody. Pretty simple and easy. We'll take it.
Goddess, it's over.
Thank the goddess, it's over. Alright, we're going to take all of these guys on. There's a couple of boxes laying around. Okay, there's a chest. And that should be another box, but it doesn't seem to be. It is a false box. It is not a real box. That's fine. Alright, we'll continue on over here. Ooh, there's a bedroll. What is that? A guide to a good night's rest. Be sure to pick up the bedroll next to this pedestal. It will be added to the other filter in your inventory. Using the bedroll will restore the health and energy of your party and possibly increase your XP boost. What is XP boost? The XP earned from defeating enemies is increased by this boost. You gain XP boost by sleeping. The longer it has been since you last slept, the greater your XP boost gain will be. XP boost decreases as you defeat enemies. To keep your XP boost high, you need to sleep regularly, but not too often. Okay. If you click on the time of day display under the radar in the lower right, you can wait until morning or night without sleeping. This will not affect your XP boost, but also not regain health or energy. Oh, cool. Alright. We've received the bedroll. I shall loot all of these things, and there's a giant spider coming over here. We should probably deal with that. And deal with it we shall, and quite easily, I might add. Alright, we get a pickaxe, a cleaver, embalming tool, and shovel. Now we can I guess, mine ore nodes? Don't know how that works exactly. Oh, we got some cheese, cabbage, and pumpkins, too. Weird. And some more pickaxes and stuff. Alright, do we know what a ore node looks like? Because I don't. I have no idea. Well, we shall continue on this way, and a guide to a good night's rest. Looks like we're going to be up against some more wonderful, wonderful stuff. Well, I guess we go in there.
Get 'em!
Get 'em! Don't actually get 'em. I don't want to be goddened. Don't want to be goddomed. Alright, let's go see what we got here. Pretty big attack. Gonna finish him off and pretty much annihilate everything. A little bit of banged up there from good old Corrin, but
my blade after that tussle.
wasn't too bad. Alright. Got all the stuff. We're getting the raw steaks, and we'll be able to cook some real good raw steaks. Let's see here. Let's go take a look real quick. Is it under accessories or other pickaxe? Do we need to do anything with this? Like, do we have to put it somewhere? An amulet, a helm, a ring? Nope. Looks like we just need to maybe have it in our inventory. We're about out of time for this first episode, folks. I would like to get a little bit further before I break it off, but I think we could probably just do it here. I think that would be absolutely 100% fine. Hopefully you folks are enjoying this very first episode. I'm definitely having a blast. It's a lot of fun. I played around just a little bit. I actually didn't even make it this far in. I just wanted to get some of the very early on growing pains out of the way. So this is all new to me now, and yeah, I'm having a blast. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm looking forward to playing this again. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it. If you guys want more information about the game, about the developer, where to get the game, the publisher, any of that wonderful fun stuff will be down below in the description of the video. And until the very next episode, folks, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.